down everything on the line for you. So I don't want to have this constant fucking flippy flop, wishy washy kind of shit going on. Like, okay, fine, I understand. I won't do it again. So then, I'd already made the deal with her to give her that old computer I was selling. So I gave it to her, and she was supposed to be paying me like within, $25 to $30 a month or whatever, for the computer, until she got about $250. Well, I was okay with that, but then she blocked me from Facebook. She blocked my phone number. She completely disappeared. She basically lied to me about everything. It's like somebody fucking with your emotions and getting inside your head and your heart and everything, and then taking a knife and stabbing everything and ripping it out. And
But I mean, I'm not gonna do this though because this is just fucked up. I mean,
not fucked up. It's
sure,
not a fucked up
look,
thing.
sure you've had your shit and this, that, and the other with her, but just move on, forget it, rather than hold.
Not about that. It's not even about that.
Because by this, it's hypocrisy what you're doing here. You're trying to get onto her about her fucking with your brain and shit, but you're sending me to go fuck with her brain. That is, sure, I'll do favors for you every now and then. But this is.
It's not about fucking with her. It's not about fucking with her. It's about. It's about getting her on here to communicate and talk. That's all it's about. Not to do anything bad towards her. Just to simply get her to talk.
Why do you need to talk to her now if you already found someone?
It's not like I have found somebody else. I don't know that yet.
But I mean, look, what I'm saying is, why don't you just go pay her visit? Oh yeah, you have a badge, but still, there's off-duty hours, just like we have off-duty hours here.
And I can catch a lot of heat for that if something decides to go wrong.
Okay, just like Fowler can.
No, Fowler. There's nothing that can happen legally within the law that Fowler's doing. He's calling a phone number. If a person picks up, they pick up. If they don't, they don't. And maybe let's just say you don't even have to say suicide or anything. Maybe, hey, Gunny's on TeamSpeak. He really needs to talk to you. He's in a really, I don't know, bad position or something. Whatever words you choose. And
so then that would be lying to manipulate to get what you want.
No, I really am in a bad mood with it. I am in a bad spot because of the stuff that's going on. It's not like I'm faking this. I mean, I really do feel very fucking bad with the way that I've been treated. And all I simply want to do is make peace and then go our separate ways. Because I've still got a fucking computer that needs to be paid for. And that's not the most important thing, but the most important thing would be to understand why things happen the way that they happen. Why did she just disappear like that? That's what would fulfill me. So it's not something that's fake that's going on. It's a real deal. The thing is, yeah, I could, use somebody else's phone to call her or something like that. But, I just don't think that would be the best approach. The best approach, I think, would be with like a friend calling and being like, hey, this, and that. He wants to talk to you. Could you hop on? Simple as that. It's not breaking the law. You're not breaking the law at all.
So what's the difference in Fowler doing it as opposed to Nick doing it?
Nick is not going to do anything like that.
And why won't he do it?
He doesn't like to get involved. He's a very he has high blood pressure. He takes a lot of medication for stuff like that. Stress is like a killer for him. He does not like even getting anywhere close to any
kind of situation. So why should Fowler wants to get involved?
So I can get those kind of things. I don't think I should get involved either. Because I've already got a damn fucking split in half family But even though, shit you've gone through, then, that's nothing, but still, that's something to a fucking 14-year-old kid. And you're telling
here's
me
the
to lie
thing.
to somebody.
I can get Chris to do it. But if I get Chris to do it, the only thing I know is probably at 6 a.m. in the morning, there'll probably be some newscasts that come on, Fox 6 or NBC 13, and something horrible has happened. So I'm not going to ask Chris to do anything like that. Why am I asking you guys? Even if there was like 17 people here, I would still ask. Anybody capable of doing this, helping me out, be a friend. Nick's not gonna do it because
What exactly would you gain from talking to her for 5 minutes? And she'll say no because maybe she is greedy, but then again, maybe she's not. I don't know her. I honestly don't care.
closure.
Closure, yes. But I'm saying, just go visit her. Stand on the fucking sidewalk outside of her
Can't
house
do that.
and yell or some shit.
I really can't do that. I wish I could because I would do it. It's not like I'm afraid to do it.
You could throw a rock with a letter tied to it onto her doorstep.
That would be stalking.
Or just send a letter in the mail.
Yeah, it's not stalking.
Nope. That can be considered stalking here in the state of Alabama.
You're not stalking her though. You're trying
Right.
to communicate. Stalking
That could
is
be
sitting out a fucking
communications,
window,
exactly. Harassing communication.
But she hasn't asked you to stop.
It's the first
anything.
letter, and she hasn't asked.
No, it doesn't matter. Statutes work like this. If somebody calls you one time, all right, and they say the nicest things about you could ever imagine, if you turn around and you're like, that's harassing communication.
But I can be an accomplice in harassment too because.
No, you can't. You're an outside party. I am directly involved with her. So if I did it, then she could turn around and say, yeah, he's harassing me. She could twist my words. If I called her up and said, hey, baby, I just, wanted to call you and say that I love you, sweet dreams, good night, blah, blah, blah. She could turn that around saying that I called her and threatened to kill her. But that's, that's direct
That's
involvement.
why it's a letter.
She's already told me to leave her alone too on the damn ventrilo. So I can get.
That's not her ventrilo, but that's internet stuff. No,
But
you
still,
can't.
that's still like basically saying quit.
No, because
Anybody can
from what
get
she
in trouble.
knows, from what she knows, that wasn't Fowler. But she
Yes,
asked me.
She knows it was me.
I told her it wasn't.
She knows it was me. She said, "Get the fuck off my TeamSpeak, Fowler. I know it's you."
That's what she said. Yeah, at that time, true. And then afterwards, she had sent me a message asking me, well, why did you do that? And I said, I didn't do anything.
And how did she send you the message when everything was blocked, though?
Well, this was before I was blocked, but she sends me a text message saying,
What you said when you sent me, go talk to her. I'm blocked from everything. Even before you sent it to the damn Ventrilo, you had me go and try to find her on Facebook. And
yeah, I was blocked from Facebook.
Yeah, but how did you get communications if you're blocked from things, though? You told me the day you sent me over there, you're blocked from everything. You're sending me to go to her Ventrilo.
I was blocked from her vent. I was blocked from her Facebook.
And how did you communicate with her afterwards?
She communicated with me. She sent me a text message.
Then how did you reply? If you were blocked.
Well, I wasn't blocked at that time on the phone.
But you were blocked at the same time because you just said 5 minutes ago you were blocked on the phone when I went to her Ventrilo. You told me when I went to the Ventrilo. Oh, she blocked me from her phone. I can't call her or anything.
Well, I guess I assumed I did because, I could call her, but she didn't pick up, and I did text message her, but she didn't respond.
Here, if you're instead of sending me just go get Nick's phone or the house phone or your neighbor's phone, you have got a million people to contact to use their phone for. You can use Skype or anything. Just call her up and be like, hey, sure, she can twist your words, but that's why you record things for evidential proof, rather than, oh, I'm gonna be a dumbass and.
It's not that even big of a thing. It's a simple, hey.
Why do you want to send me over there to tell her that, oh, Gunny's a deep shit or something like that?
No, you don't even have to say that. You can be like, hey, Gunny wants to talk to you. Can you hop on TeamSpeak?
Oh, well, that's basically. She's gonna say no.
You already know it's a no.
Yeah, just deal with a no for now.
That's why I was saying about saying that you're thinking, or he thinks that you're gonna commit suicide.
I mean, just find method of communication other than sending a messenger.
trust me, once you get a badge, all that
I'm not gonna get
stuff
bad.
about
I'm gonna join the Peace
communicating
Force.
goes down the drain. It's really difficult to try to communicate with somebody, especially a girlfriend who doesn't necessarily want to talk to you.
What
And
would you
just
gain? Like, I know closure, but still, what is there to
closure, I
close
would
after about a
gain
relationship over
I would
sex
gain
and
information
computer?
that I need to know.
What information do you need to know?
There's so much of it.
But why do you
One,
want to know the information? What do you gain of the information? Knowledge? Knowledge is not going to help you in this situation.
knowledge is power. So if I gain information, the fact that maybe she was dating somebody else, or maybe,
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
you'll know it.
Or is it like to rub it in or
Fucking-
something, or to hold against, or blackmail, or some shit?
yeah, you could use it for those things. True. I'm not
Fuck.
saying how I would use it, but to gain information about that, to see whether or not I'm still going to get paid for the computer that I sold her. 3, to find out what happened, you know, because when you call me mentally unstable fuck, then I need to know why, or if I'm not told why, then things just naturally get bad that way.
Well, you
I don't want to
need
go
to.
that
You
route.
could just let it go.
No, I don't let things like that go. If it's deserved, it's deserved. That's absolutely fine. If I come over to your house and I piss on your carpet, you can call me where the hell you want to, and I
Well,
will
here's
feel
how
bad
I do
about it.
things. Words are words, and if she touched you, that's a different thing. But fucking words are words. I just let
Yeah,
words hit me like a damn, I don't know, like a paper airplane against the wall. That's
well, I
how
do
words hit
too.
me.
I mean, I do. I'll agree with you there. But when it comes to being in a relationship and someone saying that to you, and there's no cup that holds water to support that, that becomes a huge, huge issue with the time invested and the things that have been done. So basically, I know most guys, Chris is one of them. Smith he's the same way, man. Schroeder's the opposite.
My grandpa used to tell my dad, there's millions of fish in the sea. So that's how I'm just gonna tell you, because I'm not gonna do this because this is fucked up. I mean,
It's not about that though. It's
then
not
fight
even
your
about
own
that.
fight, dude. If you fight your own fight, you'll gain respect from her rather than me, some punk
If I do
14-year-old.
that, she might be laying down in a 6-foot grave. I don't want to go that route. I'd rather go about it the decent manner.
It's decently to send a 14-year-old kid to go and say, "Oh,
It's a phone
guys,
call.
being
It
a
doesn't
little
matter.
bit."
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how old you are or whatever. It's just simply, hey, Gunny's on TeamSpeak. He would like you to come on and talk to him. We're a little bit concerned.
And how come
Do you
you
think
can't
you could do
call
that?
her yourself?
But
I
there's
can't.
nothing that I'm
Hey.
concerned about, because you're obviously not stupid enough to do something as dumb as that.
Well,
Don't say, well, if you're really going to be like that, you should get help, alright? Like you said to me the other day, oh, I was, on the verge of what you say you're going to do now, whenever you came back from your shit in the Marines, and you got help, and help did good for you, apparently, but you've been away from help for long enough that it's starting to get bad effects on you, so see
yeah, but it's
somebody.
not about that issue anymore. It's just the natural grieving process with losing the father, last July, on top of being in a situation, a romantic situation, where you're already very vulnerable because of the other situation, and then someone coming in and basically
No, I understand,
racketeering.
because I know losing a loved one, it hurts a lot, but you can't use it as a fucking crutch, and you can't use it as an excuse to.
Oh, it's not a psycho
get-
pension. It's not, it's not because I'm sitting here saying, oh, well, that's what I'm gonna do to be dramatic. No, it's a real deal, man. Like, I've scared the fuck out of myself before. 2 months ago, I fucking heard something at the door, and I went to it. I looked outside. There wasn't anything there. I had my gun cocked and everything, but I was so tired that I just hopped back in the bed, gun still cocked. I'm sitting there rolling over in my sleep like I usually do, with a fucking loaded gun, with just a slight trigger pull to fucking unload it. And then I wake up and I'm like, holy shit. It's not that, it's not an intentional thing. Is what I'm saying. It's things just get that bad to where, it doesn't matter about medication, it doesn't matter about whatever. Shit like that just happens. And it's an accidental thing most of the time. But that's what I'm saying. There's no like, I don't pull the whole psycho pension, psycho dramatic play or anything like that. I don't. I'm not about that. I'm not about being dramatic, but it just naturally happens that way, and it's almost like a curse in a way if you think about it. It just happens, it just does. Um, I mean, think about that situation. You think somebody's at your door, so you get your defense weapon, you fucking go up there, you open it, there's somebody outside, you're like, okay, that's kind of fucked up. I'm really tired, I'm gonna go back to sleep now. When you could just decock the weapon, put it on the table or something. But no, you're just so tired, you just go back to sleep with it. You could have killed yourself. It's an accident.
I mean, what if I don't do this? I mean, what's gonna happen? Oh, another day goes by, the sun's gonna come up, in an hour or something.
It's just gonna get worse because I know Chris is really, really extremely pissed off about the whole situation. Not just because of what happened between me and her, because he's just very defensive with me.
Because what happened was him and his girlfriend.
Well, yeah. Towards Jamie, yeah. And then as far as Crystal's involvement with saying some of the things that she said out of anger towards Wolf, which is just something you do not say. You don't say anything like that to Chris. You say that to Chris, it doesn't matter who you are. If I said that to Chris, I would be fucking 20 locks, dolly chains on the door, because I would be preparing myself for one hell of a firefight evening. But that's just how he is. And the things that she fucking said about him, man, like when he was trying to help her, he's the one that fucking got all the info about, her ex at the time, who was cheating on her with like 2 or 3 other girls and doing all this stuff behind her back. Guy who got all the background info on the dude that basically shook her as a baby, giving her numbers, addresses. He went above and beyond. He could have lost his job for the stuff that he did. Yeah, he's pissed off. He's more pissed off than I am. Extremely more pissed off than I am. So I don't blame him for feeling the way that he does, but I'm saying if I don't take care of the situation, that shit's just going to escalate naturally regardless of what I want to do.
But why should I get involved with this? Because my name will be brought up. Oh, yeah, sure, you say it's not, but it might be, oh, this Fowler kid came and get me. Who is this Fowler kid? Oh, why should I get involved with this? I mean, why should I go over there and tell her, oh, you're unstable? Okay, you're unstable. Try to contact her and, if you can't contact her, then just deal with it. Because I don't know. I honestly just don't know.
There would be no repercussions with simply calling someone and being like, hey, this person wants to talk to you. There's nothing illegal about it.
She'd be like, oh, why does Seth want to talk to me? I told him to go away days ago.
If she said that, then that would be it. Then, hey, problem solved. I've gotten the answers, you've gotten the answer, boom, done. Situation taken care of.
If it's going to be this simple, though, then how come you can't just go pick up another phone and call her? Be like, hey, don't hang up, I want to talk.
Because I've got a badge and I have to worry about that.
What do you have to worry about, badge? I mean, yeah, sure, it's considered stalking.
Pics are fucking crazy, man. They're crazy.
Money. She owes you
Doesn't
money.
matter.
You made a deal with her.
Made a deal with
illegal.
her.
That's theft, right?
No, it's not. There's not a contract.
Then that's something on your own end, and that not to be a douche or anything, but that's your own fault for doing that. Because chicks are crazy. You should have known that and made her sign a fucking contract. Because, don't get too attached unless you're gonna be with that person for a long time. and you've already been with the person for a long time. Don't get it fucking attached for somebody, you know. Oh, sure, you've known them for a while, but it's not like a person that comes and sees you every day or fucking takes a bullet for you. I mean,
Listen, if I could call her myself, I would, but I can't. There's nothing that I can do on my side.
then have somebody else to call her because I'm not gonna do it.
Well, if you don't want to, that's fine. I'm not trying to push it. I'm just saying, I want to try to find somebody that will, because I mean, all it is just a simple statement. Hey,
But who in this unit really wants to get involved with love life? I mean,
yeah,
I
no,
don't
Schroeder
know.
would call her. Schroeder, if he was here, but he's over at Chris's for I think 2 weeks or a week and a half or something in Orlando. So there's no way I can, contact him.
Well,
Gomez would. Rom would.
no, I doubt they would.
No, they would.
Oh, sure, maybe like,
Rom even called up the demon one time.
well, okay, but I mean, you
That
first
was a
wanted me
worse
to-
situation.
You first wanted me to fucking say that you're gonna suicide, but I mean,
Say whatever. I mean, I'm just saying whatever. I mean, I'm just bullshitting around. Say whatever you would naturally say, whatever comes to mind. I mean, people are fucking weak. That's the problem. The civilian knights that are out there, they're fucking weak. The majority of civilization is weak. And because of that, they hide behind their problems. They run away from their problems.
You're hiding from it.
They do not deal.
then
With
that doesn't make any
the
sense though,
issue.
because you're basically hiding from your own problems.
No, I'm not hiding. It's just I have to go about it in a more legal manner than you guys do. You guys
Well,
are a free open
If
reign,
she
man.
really
You
wants
can
to
call
talk with
somebody
you,
up
then well,
and you can say, "Hey, I'm gonna fucking kill you." And chances are, if there is a police call, yeah, they'll come to talk to you. But guess what? Unless you're a dumbass and they ask you, "Hey, what did you say on the phone?" And then you tell them, "Oh, I said I was gonna kill her." Well, if you said that, well, you're fucking stupid. But if you told them, "Hey, I didn't say anything like that. I just simply called to say hey and how are you," and then she was very
if she
mean
says
and
no
hung
me,
up.
then what are you gonna do then? I mean,
If she what?
if she says no whenever I say, oh, Cameron wants to talk with you, then what are you gonna do then?
Well, that's
You're
fine.
gonna be
That's
you're gonna be pushed back to the same spot. But I mean,
Nope. My pawn went in there for be moved up one spot, and then the king and queen would just roll on in after that. So that would be
what you just said didn't
basically
make any fucking sense. But I mean,
it's
What I-
basically her opportunity to do the right thing. And if she doesn't choose to do the right thing, then the chips lie where they
whatever
lie.
comes around, whatever she did bad to you, your gain will come back sooner or later,
And
and
then-
your loss will come around.
And then Chris will do his thing. Chris is his own person. He's not my dog. So
Then, if he's his own person, then why are you trying to control the situation if he's not your dog or, somebody you can control?
because someone could be very much hurt, and
So
I'd
you're
rather
gonna threaten her with, oh,
Not
Chris is
me.
gonna kill you if you don't. Well,
no,
who's gonna-
not me, no. This is deeper than me and her, man. This has a lot to do with Chris, her, Amy, Ashley, and other people that he just spontaneously told me one day, I know who Jamie is. I know who Crystal is. I know who Rhea is. I know who Nick is. I know who all these fucking people are. I was like,
So
he knows all of them. Yes, very, very much so. And he didn't know that I was going out with the same Crystal that he knew. So because of that and their own group issues, there's a lot at stake. There's a lot of bad blood.
So you're putting all this shit on me.
No, I'm not putting the shit on you. I'm saying, regardless of what happens, if you don't call her or whatever and nobody calls her, let's just say that. Listen, Chris is not my dog. And I cannot tell him what to do and how to do it.
So if I do call her,
I've
then
talked
this will
to him.
happen.
I have convinced him that, listen, let me try to get in touch with her and see what happens.
But if I do call her, none of this will happen.
I think if someone were to call her and we get some type of...
So you are putting the shit on me.
No, I'm not putting on you. I'm putting on anybody. It's simply a determination
But
of...
with your stories, you're trying to make people feel bad and worry that shit is gonna happen or somebody's gonna get their
She'd become
ass
fucking
killed.
paranoid and fucking board up all over windows and shit, and not eat for a damn year, and be dead whenever you go into her house.
No, because she doesn't live by herself. But
If Chris is the way he is, then her and the companion will, if that's what you're saying. So if you talk with her and you're gonna warn her that Chris is gonna do this, that, and the other, what is she gonna have to do in
I
return?
know I would not
if-
tell. I wouldn't tell her that because I'm the neutralizer. I'm neutral on both sides because I've told Chris.
But you're starting it at the same time, so you're
No.
creating the situation
You're
that
misunderstanding.
you're going to diffuse. So it's like you're
No,
setting up
no, no, no.
the
It's a
perfect
separate
situation
situation.
for yourself.
It's a separate situation. I've told Chris. Chris called me up a few days ago and he was like, "Listen, I'm gonna fuck her whole life over." I was like, "No, no, 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 Chris, chill the fuck out. Let me deal with her, and I'll get back to you as far as what I get." So let me deal with her. Let me talk to her. I think she'll be remorseful.
Then
But-
you talk with her and you deal with her.
Yeah, but that's what you don't understand. I can't tell Chris, "Oh, well, I can't talk to her." Because once that happens and he understands that, he just goes for blood. He's crazy like that, man. So if there's nothing, he's doing it out of respect for me. The fact that we had a relationship together and that we still kind of both care about each other. And because of that, that's why he's backed off. So if something turns out good, which communication would be the ultimate great opportunity fucking choice that she could make that would make her seem better in the light. If that happens, then I think Chris will completely fuck off and just leave it alone. But if it doesn't happen, then he's gonna have those bad ties that he has with her and her friends and the family. And then he's just gonna act out. And that's not a good situation for anybody. Because he's not the type that's going to get on comms or anything like that on the phone and say, "I'm going to fucking whoop your ass," or "I'm going to do this and this." He's just going to do it. That's the bad thing. I'm trying to
And
stop.
that's on you and him.
I'm trying to stop two situations at one time. Is what I'm trying to do. So that's the whole objective, if you will. And by talking to her, I can get more of a clear understanding of what's going on. I'm not going to say anything about Chris. I'm going to leave that completely out of the situation. There's no threats. There's no instigating anything. There's no fighting. There's no anything that's ill intent. Nothing like that. Just simple, casual, understanding talk like we're having here. That's all it is. And if I can get that, and then I can kind of get a demeanor that I can report back to Chris with about Crystal, then he should be good to go. Should be just fine. The thing is, I saved this ass 4 to 5 times when we're overseas. In his mind, he owes me a lot. When really, he doesn't really owe me anything.
Who's that? So you were overseas with Chris.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a friend of Schroeder or Drinkum?
No.
Tisma?
No. Why are you bringing up their names? He has nothing to do with anybody here.
I thought one of them three brought him in.
Mm-mm. I'm not talking about Chris Smith. I'm talking about Chris Wolf. My personal friend who served with me overseas. Chris Wolf is the guy who ate the fucking throat out of the fucking guy hanging upside down. And that's not a good situation for anybody. Because he's not the type that's going to get on comms or anything like that on the phone and say, "I'm going to fucking whoop your ass," or "I'm going to do this and this." He's just going to do it. That's the bad thing. I'm trying to
And
stop.
that's on you and him.
I'm trying to stop two situations at one time. Is what I'm trying to do. So that's the whole objective, if you will. And by talking to her, I can get more of a clear understanding of what's going on. I'm not going to say anything about Chris. I'm going to leave that completely out of the situation. There's no threats, there's no instigating anything, there's no fighting, there's no anything that's ill intent, nothing like that. Just simple, casual, understanding talk like we're having here. That's all it is. And if I can get that, and then I can kind of get a demeanor that I can report back to Chris with about Crystal, then he should be good to go. Should be just fine. The thing is, I saved this ass 4 to 5 times when we're overseas. In his mind, he owes me a lot, when really he doesn't really owe me anything.
Who's that? So you were overseas with Chris.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a friend of Schroeder or Drinkum?
No.
Tisma?
No. Why are you bringing up their names? He has nothing to do with anybody here.
I thought one of them three brought him in.
I'm not talking about Chris Smith. I'm talking about Chris Wolf. My personal friend who served with me overseas. Chris Wolf is the guy who ate the fucking throat out of the fucking guy hanging upside down. Not Smith, dude. No. Smith would never... Smith is not really a violent person at all. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's a really shitty situation. I, however, happen to know Chris personally, and I also know how to get myself and him out of the situation in one piece. That's the only way it can be done. Is if he comes over here, or she didn't have to come on TeamSpeak, but, you know, calls me up or something, sends me a text.
She's just gonna say no to you. I mean,
If
she block
does,
a number, she can't contact your number.
If she does, that's fine. I just need a no. That's all I need.
If she says no, then what are you gonna do then? You're still fucked. You need to find another alternative.
No, that's fine. No, that's fine. That's all I need. That's all Chris needs. There's a lot more at stake than what I'm telling you, and I can't really talk about it.
That means you still can't fucking talk with her. I mean, that just doesn't make any goddamn sense what I'm doing.
No. It makes a whole lot of sense because there's a lot more at stake than you understand. I promise you, there's a lot more involved here. I could sit down and talk to you for about 5 or 6 hours about what's going on. I'm telling you, a simple no would be just great. I'm wishing for a fucking no. I would be fine with a no. And then everybody else would be fine.
I don't know. I don't know. Because I'm stuck between fucking...
You're not...
No, I know how you feel. You're stuck between feeling like if you don't do it, something's going to happen to you in the 42nd or in the future, or maybe like you're going to be looked at as like the platoon bitch or something like that.
No. That's crazy and over-exaggerated by far. Nothing's going to happen to anybody with the situation on the outside of it. Fine. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. I'm not pushing anybody to do it. I'm just trying to explain so you guys can understand. If you don't do it, that's fine. It's wonderful. I have no issue. It's a difficult situation. I'm in it. I have to deal with it. It's fucking crazy. This situation is fucking nuts, man. But, you know, I mean, I know how to stop it. And that's by me not contacting her directly. It would have to be somebody on the outside that contacts her. And if that happens, then...
I feel like this is love games that go on in my own fucking school. Oh, yeah, I don't want to talk to the girl I like. I'm just going to send...
Oh, wait, you're in middle school?
No, I'm in high school. But it's like, oh, I'm going to send, you know, Johnny over there to talk to her because I don't want to talk to her. Yeah, that's how I'm seeing it right now, and I'm not going to do it. Because first you wanted me to talk to her. I mean, you know, but... hold on.
That's fine. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. I completely back you and 110% support you, and nothing will change, and you're not going to be a outcast or anything crazy. That's absolutely fine. If I could get my damn iCall to work, which I've tried it numerous amounts of times, it just does this: dial, audio secure, phone
If
call.
you can buy a fucking $2,000 computer, then you should have enough money to buy like one Skype credit to make one phone call. Because apparently, if you use
actually,
a phone call,
if you get Skype or make a new account, which is free,
yeah,
which
you
all you
get
need
fucking
to do is
you
make
get
a
new
free,
calls.
Yeah, you get free like 15 minutes or some shit.
Yeah, and
No,
all
you
you
get
have to
one
do,
phone call.
it's in this phone call, but still, you said all you need is one phone call, and you can just you said she stays up at 9 in the morning or some shit. Just call her up on a new account on Skype and be all like, "Hey, I want to talk to you. Come into my TeamSpeak." She says no, then that's the no you're looking for. That's the no you're hoping for, apparently.
Yeah, but I've already tried that, and Skype still tells me the same thing. I guess because it recognizes my MAC address or IP or something. It knows that
I've made
I
a
am
new fucking account countless amount of
Okay, then
times.
get a Google Voice.
Yeah, get Google Voice. They got the same deal with the fucking Skype, I think. I mean,
What the hell is Google Voice?
Basically a Google version of Skype.
Google Voice?
Yeah.
I can't log into a Google account. I can't do it. I'm on the director's account. I can't do
How
it.
the fuck can't you log into a Google account?
Because it's not my account. If I log out of this account, it fucks up their account. They have to reset everything. I'm the production manager.
How do you download the update?
How the fuck does it fuck up if you log out of a fucking...
Because that's how we talk to each other. That's how we access every single thing. I'm in charge of making sure the email is up 24/7. If I log out of it, then on their side, everything changes. When you have a director's account with Google, once you log out of it, unless you pay a certain amount of money, which we're not paying, that high amount, we're paying like the bare minimum, then it basically resets your password. You have to go through several reconfirmations. You have to make a phone call.
You have a Google director's account, is what you said?
I don't. No, not me. I don't own the account. Alex Proyas does. Producer and also a director. He produced the first 3 Crow movies. So when
There is no account that you can't log out and then log back. That's bullshit. And if you're logged into it in a browser, what browser are you using to log?
I'm using Chrome, and I've also used Firefox.
Okay, then use it.
I cannot use Internet Explorer because I've been told not to use it.
There's a bomb under his house if he uses it.
Listen, I'm following directions from somebody who pays me money. I'm gonna do what they're gonna say.
Right, they pay you money to stay logged into an email account.
I'm the production manager. I'm the one that's responsible with putting media out, the website out, which is also what Shredder's helping me out with.
There's no fucking emails where you'll fucking log out and you won't be able to log back in without fucking just...
No, they log in it too. There's like 8 people total. So when I log out of it and somebody else is trying to log into it, it doesn't work, and it causes it to like a privacy thing, like a security thing. It's not bullshit. It happened to me many times. I fucking bitched at Daily about 2 or 3 weeks ago about it because he was like, "Hey, just log out your email." I was like, "Oh, okay." Fucking did it, and then I was spending literally an hour and a half on the fucking phone talking to them and also talking to Google about the email account, trying to get new password, trying to reconfirm all the stuff, identities, everything.
That's perfect. That's fucking perfect. So you have a fucking excuse that is adaptive. So it adapts from one situation to another. Like logging into your 40-second email to getting Google.
If it requires me to log in with an email via Google, I can't do it.
That is so fucking.
You know they have Yahoo.
It's not. I'm
you know
representing
they
a
have
company.
text messaging on Yahoo.
There's no email account that you have to stay logged.
Talk to Miramax and get back to me. I have to abide by the rules that have been instated. I cannot go outside of it. I do not own the account. If I own the account, I wouldn't give a fuck. I just do whatever.
It's a fucking email for.
You know,
Well,
on Yahoo they've got text messaging things for free.
it's
Just put on your
also
email, you get a text, and then you can
it's
put in
also
the
a
phone number.
multi-million-dollar company, and I'm not gonna sit there
Okay.
and put my ass on the line to be sued because of the things that I've been told not to do.
Dude, you are so full of shit.
You can think what you want. I'm not here to preach to the choir. I'm just telling you. It's
Well,
like
you're doing an awful lot of it while trying to make people feel bad with your fucking sob ass.
I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad about anything.
Or guilt people into doing shit that you want them to do because you're too much of a bitch or because you can't get no one else.
Go get a badge, be a police officer, you'll understand.
Well, then just fucking drop it.
Obviously, you don't understand.
I do understand.
If you understood, you would understand.
Fucking.
It's part of being.
No, it has nothing to do with that, man. I fall under the law more than you do. If I make one little hairy mistake,
No shit, that's what I'm saying, just fucking drop.
yeah, well, I kind of can't do that because if I drop it,
You can't.
then people
Fucking
get
damn
hurt.
it.
And that's on.
No, it's not on me.
Okay, what differentiates people getting hurt as opposed to the fact of you telling that person that you were told that they don't want.
Telling that person that I didn't want to talk to them?
So you telling Wolf that she didn't want to talk to you?
No, I haven't said that. That's what I'm trying to avoid saying.
Okay, and if Fowler goes on and she says she don't want to talk to you, then what?
Then that's fine.
Then what happens? Then you go to Wolf and you say that she didn't want to talk to
Like I said, there's more going on than you understand, and I'm not going to talk about it. I can't talk about it. But there's a lot of shit going down. And if I get from her, hey, I don't want to talk to you, then that's good. That's a good sign. That
Why is that a
means
good sign?
that means she basically, I'll just put it this way, in general info, it means she basically doesn't have herself looking like she's involved with other things that are going on. And if that's the case, then she's good to go.
How? Okay, then just go fucking tell whoever is supposed to do your fights for you that she don't want to talk to you. Because clearly she don't, because she ain't fucking calling you back or she won't fucking talk to you on Ventrilo.
Woods, you don't understand how women work. Women do that sometimes just to get a rise out of you so that you will come to their house, so that you will talk to them, because then it means, oh,
Exactly.
he cares. No, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying, I know the answer to fix the problem. You guys don't have to do it. I'm not pushing you to do it. That's fine. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Cool. Awesome. You still have just as much respect as you did before. So that's fine. It's a complex, very complicated situation. Oh, wow. People having babies. Let's put it this way. If you, well, I'm not gonna say that. Not allowed to talk about other people outside of the 40-second, well, inside the 40-second, but also outside the 40-second that Chris knows about. You knew about this one, though? It would sicken you. The guy is a complete fraud, man. And how he still coexists within Wolf Team is besides my knowledge. Tyler, did Element Bride get the combat roster set?
I don't know.
Looking at my office, I don't see anything change with the teams there. Maybe he has something stupid. Let's see. Roster, well, you can't do it because it gives you an error. Michael Woods, Hammer HQ, Grim Reaper, Bravo Team Lead, Lobo, 1st Platoon, 89th D, EOD Specialist, 11th B, Infantry Rifleman. EID 1413632. Oh, what do you know? What do you think about that, Woods?
Right now, I don't know.
I don't know, why? Hey, this is unrelated to 42nd, all the stuff we've been talking about. You shouldn't judge, Woods. Listen, if I could help the situation that I'm in, man, and make it better, I would. But I can't. I'm sure you've been in a few shit situations in your life to where it was embarrassing and you had to make a decision and maybe even it could hurt a lot of people.
God, I don't know what to do.
Huh?
I don't know what to do.
You don't have to do anything. You're fine. You don't want to do it. That's what I said. If you don't want to do it, you're fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay.
What is that one operation or mission that you made? Operation Grim or some shit like that?
Yeah. What about it?
I don't know why, even though you were pissing me off so fucking much right now. During the whole thing, I fucking made a loading screen.
Well, you're awesome. It shouldn't be
Yeah,
pissing you
trigger.
off. Be pissing you off, man. There's nothing bad going on. Nothing bad going on at all.
You fucking douchebag. I hate you.
Huh? Well, I love you, Woods. Listen, your EOD thing. Remember 89D, EOD specialist, 11B infantry.
You're telling me to.
Make sure you remember it when I sit you
I
up.
already remember 89 Delta.
All right.